Imagine a creature so small, yet so deadly, that it has claimed more human lives than any predatory beast throughout history. It's not the lion, nor the great white shark, but rather the humble mosquito. These tiny insects, seemingly insignificant, have been humanity's most persistent nemesis for millennia, spreading diseases like malaria that have decimated populations long before the advent of modern medicine. Picture our ancestors living thousands of years ago, navigating a world where every dense forest, every humid swamp, and even every still night air buzzed with unseen dangers. It was a time when survival meant understanding the very rhythms of nature, intuitively sensing the threat that came with the gentle hum of a mosquito. Without the knowledge we have today, how did they endure? What ancient wisdom did they possess that allowed them to face such a relentless foe head on? From smoky campfires that warded off swarms to the use of natural repellents and the strategic avoidance of certain landscapes, these early humans developed ingenious methods to survive. Yet, even with these defenses, mosquitoes shape the very course of human evolution, influencing our genetic makeup and the paths our ancestors chose to tread. How has this age old battle against the mosquito continued to shape our species into the present day? In the dim glow of ancient fires, our ancestors faced an adversary as persistent as time itself. Mosquitoes, though diminutive, wielded a power that shaped destinies, whispering threats through the night air. In the realm of primal survival, these tiny insects were harbingers of unseen peril, carrying diseases that could level entire communities. Imagine the prehistoric world, dense foliage shrouded in mist, the air thick with humidity, and the distant echoes of wild creatures. Here in these untamed landscapes, humans learned to listen, to adapt, and to survive. Sheltering within caves or makeshift huts, they relied on the flickering warmth of fires, not only for comfort but as a crucial line of defense. The smoke curled into the air, a natural barrier against the relentless buzzing threats that awaited outside. Plants with hidden repellent properties became allies, their oils and scents offering respite from the swarming presence. Through trial and error, the knowledge of which herbs to crush and which leaves to burn became a lifeline passed down through generations. Yet, it wasn't just about dodging bites. The battle against mosquitoes influenced far more than just daily survival tactics. It dictated where our ancestors chose to settle, guiding them away from the waterlogged marshes where mosquitoes bred in prolific numbers. It echoed in their migration patterns, steering human paths in directions dictated not solely by pursuit of food or safety from larger predators, but by the need to escape this minuscule menace. And as generations passed, the evolutionary dance continued. Natural selection began favoring those with genetic traits that offered some resistance to mosquito-borne afflictions. The sickle cell trait, for instance, emerged as a genetic shield against malaria, a testament to the mosquito's indelible mark on our DNA. This relentless dance with disease forged a genetic legacy, one that continues to ripple through the veins of humanity today. In this backdrop of constant struggle, humanity's resilience shone through. They didn't just survive, they adapted, innovating in ways that would echo throughout history. Yet, the story of our ancestors' struggle with this diminutive foe is far from over. It beckons us to explore further, to unravel how this ancient conflict continues to mold our world, even in the present day. Despite their size, mosquitoes have left an indelible mark on human history, shaping not only where we lived, but who we became. As these tiny predators buzzed through ancient landscapes, they forced early humans to adapt in ways that would influence generations. Imagine the urgency that must have gripped our ancestors as they realized the connection between mosquito swarms and the sudden mysterious fevers that swept through their communities. With no understanding of germs or viruses, these early humans relied on observation and intuition to survive. In their quest for safety, they began to avoid areas that were breeding grounds for these winged adversaries. Swamps with their still waters and dense vegetation became places to be feared, their very presence a harbinger of disease. Instead, our ancestors sought higher, drier ground, places where the air was less hospitable to the mosquito's delicate wings. This choice, seemingly simple, played a crucial role in human migration, influencing the spread of our species across vast continents. The natural world offered other tools for survival. Certain plants, with their pungent aromas and bitter oils, became allies in the fight against these tiny invaders. Our ancestors learned which leaves to crush, which barks to burn, using the earth's bounty as a shield against the invisible threats carried on the night breeze. The knowledge was sacred, passed down from elder to youth, a vital thread in the tapestry of human endurance. Yet, even these measures were not foolproof. The mosquito's bite was more than just an annoyance. It was a gateway for diseases like malaria, which could devastate entire groups. This relentless pressure of survival fostered an evolutionary response. Over countless generations, genetic adaptations emerged, offering protection to some against the deadliest of mosquito-borne illnesses. Here, in this interplay of biology and environment, the story of human resilience continued to unfold, setting the stage for further innovations. But the struggle was far from over. The night was still filled with the persistent hum of danger, urging our ancestors toward yet more discoveries. The fight for survival against mosquitoes was not just a physical battle, but a deeply psychological one. Imagine the hushed whispers that must have spread through ancient communities, tales of spirits and curses linked to the unseen killers of the night. This fear of the unknown drove humans to experiment with every possible means of protection. They smeared their skin with mud and red ochre, hoping the earthy hues would ward off the relentless attackers. Fires were lit not only for warmth and cooking, but as a smoky barrier against the winged tormentors. This adaptation wasn't solely about avoidance or defense, it was a journey of discovery, a testament to human ingenuity. As dusk turned to night, our ancestors gathered around flickering flames, their eyes scanning the shadows for the telltale glint of a mosquito swarm. They listened, straining to hear the ominous hum that signaled the approach of danger. Each night brought lessons, each encounter a chance to learn more about their adversaries. In this unforgiving world, the stakes were high. Survival meant more than just keeping the individual safe. It was about ensuring the continuation of the community. The loss of even a few members to disease could spell disaster for tightly knit groups dependent on each other for hunting, protection, and knowledge. Thus, the battle against mosquitoes became a crucial part of the broader struggle for human survival, an ongoing test of resilience and adaptation. As the centuries passed, these lessons became ingrained in the fabric of human culture. The dance with mosquitoes continued, a relentless reminder of nature's power. Yet the question remained, could humanity ever truly conquer this ancient foe? With every sunrise, the challenge persisted, urging our ancestors to push the boundaries of their knowledge and creativity. In the dim glow of early dawn, our ancestors awoke to a world teeming with unseen peril. Mosquitoes were more than mere pests. They were harbingers of unseen doom. Each bite was a silent threat, a reminder of the fragile line between life and death. Yet, the indomitable human spirit thrived on these challenges, fueling innovation and adaptation. Imagine the dense forests and sprawling wetlands where the air was thick with humidity and the persistent drone of mosquitoes. It was amidst this cacophony that humans devised new strategies for survival. They began to understand the patterns of these creatures, noticing that mosquitoes thrive near stagnant water. This knowledge led to deliberate choices of settlement locations, steering clear of the buzzing swarms that haunted marshy areas. Beyond strategic retreats, ancient humans engaged the natural world in a battle of wits. They discovered that smoke from smoldering fires deterred mosquitoes, transforming simple campfires into vital lines of defense. The acrid scent of burning wood mingled with the earthy aroma of crushed leaves and herbs, creating an atmosphere that mosquitoes found inhospitable. These fires became more than a source of heat and light. They were a beacon of survival. The interplay between humans and mosquitoes was a relentless dance of adaptation. Over generations, those with genetic variations like the sickle cell trait found an unexpected ally against malaria, a testament to the power of natural selection. Such adaptations were not conscious decisions, but the result of nature's unyielding crucible, shaping the human genome in response to an ancient threat. Yet, the struggle endured. As dusk fell, the familiar hum returned, a haunting reminder of the ever-present danger. The battle was far from won, pushing our ancestors to continue their quest for understanding and protection. Amidst the ongoing struggle with mosquitoes, our ancestors found themselves making strategic decisions that would echo through the ages. They learned to read the land, perceiving the subtle cues that signified a mosquito rich environment. Swamps and waterlogged areas became places of avoidance, not only because of the immediate discomfort, but because they were breeding grounds for disease. This understanding of the landscape was crucial, as choosing the right place to settle could be the difference between thriving and being decimated by illness. Innovation wasn't confined to large scale strategies, it also manifested in the intimate practice of daily life. The use of natural repellents became a common theme across different cultures. Certain plants, when crushed and applied to the skin, released oils that mosquitoes found repulsive. The pungent smell of these herbal concoctions clung to the skin, a protective barrier against the bloodthirsty invaders. Similarly, the application of mud or red ochre not only served as a protective layer from the sun, but also helped in masking human scent, further confusing the mosquitoes. However, these measures were not foolproof. Despite their best efforts, many still fell victim to mosquito-borne diseases, prompting communities to develop rituals and taboos aimed at appeasing spirits believed to control these unseen forces. In their world, where myth and reality intertwined, these practices offered a semblance of control over their fate. Still, the relentless hum of mosquitoes persisted, a constant reminder of their vulnerability. As night fell and the world grew quiet around the flickering flames, each person knew they were engaged in a struggle not just for personal survival, but for the survival of their people. The night's tension was palpable, setting the stage for the next chapter in humanity's enduring battle against these ancient adversaries. Through the ages, the mosquito remained an insidious foe, driving the evolution of human behavior and habitat. As our ancestors journeyed across diverse landscapes, they were forced to adapt, learning to read nature's signs and signals. The expansion into new territories often hinged on the delicate balance between opportunity and risk, whether the fertile lands were worth the buzzing threats that accompanied them. This delicate dance with nature dictated the rhythm of human expansion, influencing the paths our ancestors chose and the settlements they established. The adaptations extended beyond physical measures. Cultural practices emerged, deeply intertwined with the natural environment. Communities developed a symbiotic relationship with their surroundings, harnessing the power of the flora around them to fend off mosquitoes. They brewed pungent concoctions from local plants, each culture discovering its unique blend that would best repel the relentless insects. These remedies varied from region to region, but the shared goal was universal: to carve out a safe haven amidst a world teeming with danger. As generations passed, these practices were woven into the fabric of everyday life, a testament to humanity's resilience and ingenuity. Yet each new evening brought the familiar, dreaded hum, a sound that echoed in the recesses of the mind, a signal that the battle was far from over. The constant threat of disease loomed like a shadow, shaping not only how people lived but how they thought, influencing myths and stories passed down through time. Despite their efforts, the mosquito's mastery of adaptation was unparalleled. Its ability to thrive in various climates and its uncanny persistence made the insect an ever-present danger. This relentless adversary kept our ancestors on edge, their lives a testament to the survival instinct born from necessity. As they lay beneath the stars, the air heavy with smoke and the scent of crushed leaves, they knew the fight was far from over, setting the stage for future generations to continue the struggle. As the centuries unfolded, humans began to notice patterns in their struggle against mosquitoes. Those living near stagnant waters or dense forests faced greater threats. Villages thrived or fell based on their proximity to these breeding grounds. In response, communities became more strategic, selecting sites for settlements that were less inviting to these pests. Elevation mattered. Higher ground offered a reprieve from the swarms that clung to lowlands and marshes. Families adapted their daily routines, rising with the sun to work and retreating indoors as dusk approached, when mosquitoes were most active. Homes were constructed with thatched roofs and walls smeared with mud, not just for insulation but as a deterrent to the biting menaces. Social structures and traditions evolved around these patterns, with festivals and gatherings often held during the day to minimize exposure. Yet, adaptation was not solely physical. The threat of mosquito-borne illness shaped human genetics. Over generations, the sickle cell trait became more prevalent in regions burdened by malaria. This genetic mutation provided a measure of protection against the disease, a testament to nature's harsh calculus of survival. It was a bittersweet adaptation, offering life-saving resistance but at a cost. Despite these strategies, the battle remained grueling. The air was thick with the hum of mosquitoes, their presence a constant in the backdrop of daily life. Each bite carried the potential for illness, a grim reminder of the delicate balance between humans and nature. The threat was ceaseless, urging our ancestors to remain vigilant as they navigated the perils of their world. As the sun set each evening, casting shadows over the land, the stage was set once more for the age-old contest between man and mosquito. Would humanity find a way to tip the scales in its favor, or would the hum of wings continue to haunt the darkness? The ingenuity of early humans was remarkable, yet their battle with mosquitoes was an unending saga. The insect's omnipresence shaped the rhythm of life, dictating behaviors and influencing decisions with an uncanny persistence. As they navigated the dense forests and expansive wetlands, our ancestors learned to read the signs of nature, discerning safe havens from treacherous grounds. They watched the flight of birds and the movements of animals, seeking clues to avoid mosquito-infested areas. This continuous dance with danger led to innovations both simple and profound. The use of smoke was one of their most effective tools. Fires were kept burning, their acrid clouds acting as a shield, warding off the swarms. This simple act of survival also became a social ritual, a time for communities to gather, share stories, and reinforce bonds under the protective veil of smoke. But the cost of this vigilance was high. The relentless hum of mosquitoes was a constant reminder of their fragile existence, driving a fierce determination to survive. It was a battle fought on two fronts, physically against the immediate threat of disease, and mentally against the fear of the unknown. Each new generation inherited this dual struggle, sharpening their strategies and passing down the hard-earned wisdom of their forebears. As human populations grew and migrated, the mosquito's influence reached beyond mere survival. It shaped the course of migration, dictating paths that avoided known breeding grounds. This invisible adversary even left its mark on history, subtly steering the course of human evolution and settlement patterns. Yet despite humanity's perseverance, the question remained, would this ancient adversary ever be truly conquered? Or would it continue to haunt the shadows, an eternal challenge in the delicate balance of life? As the sun set once more, the suspense deepened, hinting at a future where the battle lines might shift yet again. Yet, the story of humanity's struggle against mosquitoes is far from over. As the world changed, so too did the challenges posed by these tiny adversaries. Now, more than ever, understanding this ancient battle can offer insights into our current and future struggles with diseases that know no borders. Imagine the landscapes our ancestors traversed, the ingenuity they employed, and the resilience they embodied. Their legacy is a testament to the human spirit's unyielding determination. As you ponder these stories of survival and adaptation, consider how they echo through time to the present day. If this journey through history captivates you, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Stay connected as we delve deeper into tales of resilience, evolution, and survival. Join us as we uncover more fascinating aspects of human history, where every story is a window into our shared past and the challenges that continue to shape our future. The journey of understanding is only beginning, and there's much more to explore. In a world transformed by time, the battle between humans and mosquitoes persists, intertwined with our advancements and vulnerabilities. Our ancestors, with their primal resourcefulness, laid the groundwork for the strategies we employ today. They taught us to look beyond the immediate danger, to imagine a future where knowledge and innovation could triumph over nature's challenges. Their legacy is a tapestry woven with stories of survival, adaptation, and an unyielding quest for mastery over the natural world. The ancient techniques of using smoke and natural repellents are echoed today in scientific advancements that aim to outsmart the mosquito's lethal potential. From genetic research to new forms of mosquito control, the spirit of innovation continues to drive us forward. Yet, as we stand on the shoulders of those who came before us, we are reminded of the delicate balance that defines our existence. The mosquito, a creature so small yet so impactful, prompts us to reflect on the interconnectedness of all life. In our modern world, where diseases like malaria and dengue still threaten millions, the lessons from our past are more vital than ever. They urge us to cultivate resilience, foster empathy, and harness our collective wisdom to confront the invisible threats that linger. The story of humanity and mosquitoes is not just a tale of survival, it is a profound reminder of our shared history and the challenges we face together. As the sun sets on this narrative, it leaves us with a lasting truth. In the dance of life, even the smallest adversary can shape the destiny of humankind. Let this be a call to action, a beacon guiding us toward a future where unity and innovation light the way.